Absolutely. So let's start with our survival states. And so we have two basic survival states. We have the fight and flight state that most of us really recognize, which, if we bring it to the nervous system, is part of the sympathetic nervous system. So
Uh-oh.
fight and flight, anger, anxiety, those are the twin pathways. And I might feel frustrated, I might feel anxious, I could be panicked, I could be rageful. I've got all of these flavors of activated state going on, and the sense in our body is we often can't sit still. We're hypervigilant. We feel a flood of energy, but it's disorganized, chaotic, right? And so that's the fight and flight. And when we're in that place, our brain, our thinking brain, doesn't work in the same way as when we feel safe and regulated. So it goes into sort of low response mode. So I might think that I'm problem solving or planning, but what I'm really doing is I'm stuck in a story and I'm stuck in a certain pattern of responding. And when we look at someone who's in that fight and flight place and we want them to move out of it, first we have to say, oh, their biology has taken them to this place. It's not that they don't want to be connected or be present or be able to talk with me. It's that they're biologically unable in this moment. And again, that's the piece we want to remember. It's not a unwilling, it's an unable, right? So I don't have the capacity when I'm in fight and flight to do this. We couldn't be having this conversation if I was in survival, fight and flight at the moment. So that's fight and flight, where we go first when we're feeling overwhelmed. And the next place we can go is into shutdown, collapse, disconnect, right? And that's sort of the last path of resort for the nervous system. When sympathetic fight flight won't help you, it will take you to shut down, collapse, disappear, right? Where all of that flood of energy drains from your system. So now I'm feeling like I can't, I don't have the energy to do anything. I might still be going through the motions, but don't really care, don't have the energy, not really here. It's that sense of not really present, right? And again, in its early form, I might simply feel like, oh, I'll do it, but I don't really, right? Like if I was in that place of collapse right now, I could probably do this, but it would be, there'd be no energy, there'd be no excitement about it, right? And then along the way, if I deepen into that, I might be in bed in my pajamas, not getting even up today because who cares, right? That place, which we call dorsal in its biological term, that place of collapse, shutdown is, I don't have the energy. It's a hopeless, despairing sort of place. So in sympathetic, it's a frazzled, have to, should, fear-driven place. In dorsal, it's a hopeless, despair, give up place. So those are the survival states we have. And thankfully, we have this state at the top of the hierarchy, which is the state of safety and connection, where we can do this, right? And it's the newest part of our nervous system, which is why it's at the top of the hierarchy. And I think it's where our nervous system really longs to be. I think every nervous system longs to come to that place of connection. And I think it inherently knows how to get us there. That's the sustaining belief that I carry. People ask me, what do you do when you are stuck? And I say, I have to remember my nervous system knows the way. Right? My nervous system knows the way. I need to have some ways to help it along. But once I've started on that pathway of recovery, my nervous system is going to take me the rest of the way. So in this state of safety and connection, which we call ventral, just to put those three terms in there, the ventral place, safety and connection, is a place where I feel safe enough, organized enough, ready to engage with whatever my day is bringing me. Right. And I want to be sure we say it's not a place of perfection or bliss or everything is perfect. It's simply a place where I feel okay enough. I sometimes call it the land of okay. Right.
Yes.
Sympathetic, that survival plate is the land of should, where we're always pushing ourselves. I should, right? And dorsal's the land of giving up, right? But ventral's the land of okay. And I think it's a place that every one of us finds our way to for at least a moment during the day. And even in the most complicated days that we are trying to move through, our nervous system has these moments of finding the land of okay, right? And I think again that sustains me. And in some of some of my days, yesterday was a good example of a day that I felt a combination of I am so frustrated, nothing is working, and then went to the hopeless, I can't even get out of my own way. So I did that, dance during the day, but I had these moments of feeling, oh, wait a minute, that was okay.